pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now Pollard. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott now. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Cowboy first down.
They run the counter. Pollard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Run for Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Morrow. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's good.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A gain there of 21 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
With no score.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. But if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's 2nd down. And
so after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Cowboys.
Prescott from the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To the air again, Prescott under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Fighting through pressure. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
3rd down.
Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. The 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, ready? Have the 60.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the ground with a tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Two first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Fuller there on the coverage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
A 21-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's a second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker. And now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a give right side. Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 19-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal in most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
That ties the game at 16. Dustin Hopkins.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And they get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out. and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
They'll look to throw. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Pollard again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other, he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
But it's going to be second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, it's Gibson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott off play action. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. His kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the day, you analyze it. 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain.